being here through this week, like Tyler, I was thinking of you, and I was thinking of many of our listeners. Tyler, Clint, Drive family, Texans got to get in this game, man. The Texans got to get in this game, man. Tyler, you and many others would lose it down here if your team was out here and y'all were rolling through it and the Texans were in the Super Bowl, and they have got to find a way to get to this thing.
Come on.
They got to. I mean, it's like it is. You can see the fans coming around, and it's just Monday, and we'll see more of it getting out here. But the Texans, boy, Texans fans deserve to feel this experience right now, because it is a hell of an event.
Look, the reality is that it's a possibility, and we can have this conversation seriously about what's possible. I mean, you get to the second round this year.
It's not just a wish,
Look, you get to the second round
you can
this
see
year.
The path.
You're significantly outclassed by the Baltimore Ravens, and so in order to jump into that Final Four, if you will, you've got some work to do. But on the flip side of it, your best players are young and going to get better. You got a good chunk of cap space to go get some veterans, maybe some experienced guys that have played in this game before and been part of playoff success consistently. And now you've got draft capital that you can improve with. So the fact is you can be here, Tyler. Look at this stuff. I'm looking at Brock Purdy, Pat Mahomes, on all the stuff around here. They got slot machines in here with Kansas City's logo on it and San Francisco 49ers logo on it, and it feels good as a Texans fan to be able to think, hey man, I can legitimately hope and root for my team to get here with some confidence that they're going to at least make a run.
Yeah, and it feels like, and as we're talking, the thought is, it feels like the next 3 years are going to be the best opportunities for the Texans because, see, this is the time before CJ, like right now, the way that CJ has trended, CJ Stroud is going to be the highest paid player in the NFL when it is his time to get a contract.
Yep.
The way he is trending.
Yep.
Right, he is trending to be that. Right, that's what it looks like, and so you got.
And the crazy thing is, just some validity to your point is, I mean, he would have to fall off of a cliff for that not to be the case. Whether the Texans win a whole lot or not,
yes,
it's pretty convincing that he's going to play at a level where Dak and some of these guys did.
It's hard to believe that the
Jalen Hurts.
Like what would have to happen for the Texans not to give him a second contract.
Yeah.
And with
how
that,
bad would he have to play?
Yeah, how bad would it have to be? So he's going to, and then Will Anderson probably is going to be a nice hit to you as well. Not to mention, it feels like these 3 years are hugely important for them to get to this game. What's the confidence level they can do that in 3 years? 713-572-4610. Those of you on YouTube and Twitch, like you look at the Texans, what they potentially have, the confidence that they can get that accomplished in 3 years. In these next 3 years. I mean, you look at the AFC, you said it, you don't know if the Ravens are going anywhere. Obviously, the Chiefs are probably not going to be going anywhere anytime soon as long as that quarterback and especially that coach is there together. And there's some other teams out there. The Bengals with Joe Burrow. We'll see how he Buffalo with Josh Allen. You always got
Miami's going to be a big hurdle regardless of how you look at it.
You think so?
Yeah, if they lay an egg when you play them, no. But, to think that you're going out there and you're playing a team with an offensive mind like Mike McDaniel and a group that can put up 70 in an NFL game, hell yeah, it's going to – you know what I mean? It's obviously not as tough out as the complete teams like Baltimore or Kansas City or San Francisco, some of these others. But,
it feels like the Texans
they're going to scare the hell out of some folks.
Yeah, they're going to scare. It feels like the Texans – or at least right at the Miami level. By the end of the season, it felt like that they were to that. But it just that is the thought. Over the next 3 years, can they get this team improved to a point where they can challenge to get to this game?
Yep, I feel good about it. I mean, like we've talked about this before.
I do. Yeah.
Obviously, there's got to. To get to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl, it doesn't necessarily, to me, define the season that you've had. Now, Do I think that the Texans can be like legitimately in the conversation of competing with the best 4 teams in the NFL, AFC, NFC champions? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, the ball's going to have to bounce their way a bit. Lady Luck is going to be on their side a bit.
And then this is a big offseason for them to make some moves to add to that.
Sure. And they're going to have to, talking about Lady Luck, whether we're talking about the actual games being played on the field or you're talking about just guys staying healthy. Like they got ravaged by injuries this year and had a lot of success through it all. So, but I'm pretty convinced that Nick and D'Amico will have the ability to add the pieces to this team to get them beyond where they got this year, which would have been an AFC championship game.
And it happens quick. Burrow got there in year 2, right? And Mahomes got there in year 2 of starting for him, right? And they were able to put those teams together from the text line without a doubt. 100% they will be there in less than 3 years. I wouldn't say 100%. I mean, there's still some challenges they have to get through, and I wouldn't say 100%. But to the point that you made to kick it off it is a realistic conversation and thing. There are a lot of teams in the AFC that are not having this as a realistic conversation.
Sure.
Right? Like I don't Tennessee can't be having it. Indianapolis, I don't think at this point right now can be having it. In Jacksonville right now, I don't know that they can be having it after their season. What happened? They're just Cleveland. To me, I don't know right now that they can realistically be having it to the extent that it can be had here in Houston. But that point when you get the quarterback fixed out, and you see this combination, it should be steps forward to try to get to this stage.
Absolutely. You got access, you got monies, you got draft picks, you've got experience on your side. As you mentioned, your big-time players and their contracts being on rookie deals are a big leg up. And, look, I mean, we've seen Jalen Hurts do it. We've seen Joe Burrow do it. We've seen Brock Purdy do it. It was just twice now, first 2 years, NFC Championship, one time into a Super Bowl. Injury prevented the first one. This first year not getting.
So we're seeing it, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's.
Forgot about Jalen. Yeah, Jalen did it in year 2, really full year starting,
but it was year 3 in his contract, in his rookie contract. But yeah, look, I don't think that's a stretch at all, brother. Not one bit.